Alrighty, folks. Still working on the truck. This round, for sure, I want to start doing some stuff on the front bumper. That's the plan. You can see this stuff is a little messed up. We got the bumper. We're gonna have to like cut our brackets because the bumper doesn't actually fit on here. So kind of doing a little, we're gonna do a little dance on there. I think I'm gonna try to get the bumper fully welded up, things like that. That'd be great. And then I'm thinking we're gonna come back and revisit this thing. I have a feeling this thing just needs to come out. Kind of the vibe I'm feeling, because it just seems so square right now. It just needs a little something. And then in this corner, I guess in the background, you're going to be seeing that thing. I'm just trying to get it ready, get some stuff done on it. I've said this before. I don't think I'll get everything that I wanted to do. I was going to do a whole lot of rust work and things, but you know, we're just gonna bomb down south with this thing and just enjoy it. Just needs a good cleanup, and I'd like to try to get the AC in it, stuff like that. I had intentions to try, because of the pump, the timing kind of jumped on it. The truck runs fine. It's kind of always been like that, but it must have slipped a little bit more or something at some point. It's just a little bit towing. I'm just having some issues with it, but kind of, you know, every now and then I lose power, do whatever, but yeah, it's fine just to cruise. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're taking down to the Lone Star. So we'll probably be pretty easy to spot. Anyways, let's get started on the truck here. We'll start carving up this bumper and see if we can get it to fit better in the front. right, well, we got the bumper fitting again. That seems to be in the straight realm of things. I don't know what's all moved on the front end, but a lot's happened. So we got adjustment. We can get this to go back. That's not a problem. It's just here, and that sort of looks to the level side. So the bumper's gonna have to go up. So I'm not gonna touch this. These are the same, I'm sure, side to side. It's just this end gap is not straight, I guess, so to say. This side looks okay. The other side looks like it's got some schwank going on there. So I'll probably end up doing a slice out of here so we can bring this back up to level it out. And then, because we want to get this part up. So, yeah, we get an idea of what we got to do. And then for some reason, it looks like the fenders need to come in a little, or we need to pie this bumper a wee bit and just to kick it out a little more. Because for some reason, the lower part of the bumper's tucking in from side to side, and I'm not sure what that's about. So we'll have a look-see, carve up a few things, and see how it looks. Then I guess we'll come back and zap this all up. You seen me quickly before, I kind of blasted my table. This had like some powder coating or something on it, which made it very miserable when you're trying to weld on the table, because I like to just ground my clamp and just work on the bench, but it wasn't working well for me, so just ended up zapping it down to some bare steel. So now it's much more enjoyable to work on because you can drop something on there and just weld it. Well, we hacked and slashed. I don't know. That was kind of a goof. I shouldn't have cut up there. Anyways, we cut the bottom. We pulled that up. This, I noticed this edge was doing some weird something. So I basically cut it all open. It's tacked. Where it's good, I'm gonna like try to fill it with weld. I'll take the bumper off and do that. And then I'm gonna try to get everything to somehow align, because you can see down here, nothing's really aligning anymore. The other side's actually worse. The gap is pretty consistent around. There's a little wobble over here, but we'll get in there and I'll give it a little bit of a slice and bang it up once this is out. And then we'll trim that. Here is good. Everything around seems okay. Here I think I gotta just dig in one more time and pop it up. But this one's excessively got some problems, because this one, like, you can see it just doesn't want to line up. The top is good, but we drift crazy over here. So I don't know if I have to somehow try to push this bumper out, or I don't know. I got to basically try to figure it out. I know it's good here, so I'm going to blitz this hard up here, and then maybe I'll try to basically take this bumper and try to bring it out to match to this edge. Hopefully I can, because we got everything's nice in here. Like I say, gap is good. Once I cut this one more time and pop it up, it's not terrible. It just has a little bit of a round to it here. So we'll try to get that squared, both sides, and well, hopefully I can get that thing all blending right. Man, like here you can just see how much different things are going on. It's crazy. This side's nice. I mean, there's a little tomfoolery or whatever you want to call it in there, but a lot of this chrome is just all peeling right off. So I don't know. I'm thinking if I blitz it with my laser, it might actually like kind of screw the chrome up enough that we can kind of work with it and body work it or do something. It's kind of the plan. It's just not good enough. The top was kind of okay, but the bottom's just destroyed. Look at this thing. Just flaking off. So I don't know what to do there. We'll figure something out. I think I'm just going to do like that stainless paint like I did on Esther's Buick way back. If we body work it, we do that in stainless, I think it'll look fine. Do all the chrome in that maybe. Okay. I think this is zapped enough. Once I fix those edges, we're going to take the bumper back off. We'll throw it on the workbench and try to beat some sense into it and weld it up fully. Well, that went together pretty good. That took a lot of persuasion on the one side. I kind of had to, we just stuck a screwdriver in. Like, you can manipulate this stuff pretty easy. I blitzed the outside, and then I kind of just double blitzed on the inside because I'm going to be grinding a lot of it off. So whatever, I just double duty. It's heavy steel, so I can just go nuts and not worry about wrecking anything on here. I have to figure a way to get this, or at least rough up the chrome, because you know how this stuff is not going to stick well to it. You can see how nasty that is. Hey, look at this stuff. It's like chromed on top of chrome. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out. I know it won't be a perfect solution, but it's got to be better than what's going on here. Okay, so we got that. I basically want to grind this all up, and I don't know if I'll body work it or anything right now. I think we're just going to rough it up and clean it up, rough it up, stick it back on. I just got to finish welding those two little bits in the front, and I think we've successfully redone the front of the truck though. Win. Well, folks, this was a lot of work. I think I spent my whole evening basically, well, we welded it, but I spent the whole evening grinding. There's been a lot of grinding. I'm basically trying to rough it up so we can actually, I think I actually just want to body work this thing and get some primer on it. That would be my goal, but I don't know. I was hoping to work on the back bumper, but I'm not sure if we're going to get that far. That said, I'm going to use this. We got a little bit of rust on here. I kind of tried blasting this with the laser, but it was kind of, we did a jaunt over it, but it's kind of scary because it does reflect, so I kind of didn't do a heck of a lot of it. Like I sort of roughed it, but I didn't put much effort into trying to not, I don't know. It didn't do much to the chrome, let's put it that way. So anyways, we got a few spots that have some rust. I'm gonna try this. What is this stuff? I don't know. I've never seen it before myself, but it's supposed to be a rust killer. And I guess it's not corrosive or not, I guess it's not bad for you. Well, maybe not, I don't know. Somebody sent it to us. And I'm sorry, I don't remember who you are, because it was quite a while ago. It was back in the old shop they actually sent that. Anyways, I guess you just lather this on. I want to put some of this on to these rusty parts. And, well, I guess we'll see what it does. These little spots of rust. It's supposed to be like a rust converter. So we'll nail this on, and I'll bring you folks in here to have a peek-see. That's actually really cool stuff here. We'll see how well it works. Because I've roughed this up as much as I possibly can, so. I think you're supposed to just brush it on. I'm doing it with a rag, but it's pretty neat stuff. I don't really know what it's, if it turns it black like the other stuff, I don't know. All right, you can see where I put it on. It kind of has this weird purple color to it. But as it dries, it actually, the purple all goes away. So I guess that's just so you can figure out where you've applied it. You can see that, but you can see it's starting to all go away. I don't know, never heard of it before. I don't know if it's something from Europe or what. It sure seems like something I've never heard of before, but hey, I'll try it. So we're gonna let that all sit. I'm gonna put another coat on. Then I'd like to actually, because we've roughed this up, we basically hit it with some 24 grit, and then I'm probably gonna hit it with some 88, but I want to, because you can see some of this, we got some imperfections in some of these spots. So here's like the worst right here. You can see I didn't get a good weld. We're gonna smear because we are painting this stuff. So I like to smear and get this thing in primer. We got a few dingers here that I'm not too worried about. I'm not gonna really try to, we'll just kind of, like I say, give her a little smear. Anyways, well, yeah, we'll let it sit. I'll put a second coat on, and I think that's about as far as I'm gonna get tonight. I spent a lot of time on these bits here. We got that one, and we got these all welded and cleaned up, so these are all good to go. That's about where we're at. I guess we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna do one more coat on this thing, and then tomorrow we're gonna give it a little slack and a little bit of sanding, a little bit of primer. I don't think I'll get as far as I wanted, but we're gonna at least get some primer and some Bondo on something. First smear Bondo. I think I'm only going to do one coat. It's just going to be what it is. I never used one of these. Somebody sent me this. It's good for small stuff, I think. Usually I mix monster amounts of mud just to wastefully burn it all off so I can do it in the least amount of coats, but I think that's a general practice a lot of folks do. At least when I was taught in school, that's not. We would smear, sand, like spend like days at it, where I try to do it in one coat of glass. Kind of have the habit of putting glass over welds. I don't know why. It's just my thing, and it's a bumper, so it doesn't even make sense. But anyways, we did that over a couple of the little rust pits. The stuff actually works really good. If you look here, you can, well, maybe you can't, but it's just turns it like crusty brown. So, I don't know. Stuff works pretty good, that rust stuff. Anyways, everywhere we had some weird stuff with the chrome. Like, it is an enormous amount of work to try to grind that chrome off. So if you grind all that chrome off, power to you folks. No, I'm not about that. It's roughed up enough. I'm going to, like I say, we're going to sand this down, and it's kind of going to be what it is. I'm just going to hit it with 2 good coats of high build primer and call it done. That's about how it's going to go. Yeah, just letting this dry. Don't like it to get too dry, but I want it to dry out so that I can just get in there and hit her with the DA, and whatever's left is good. There we go. Whatever a fella can do to make his life a little bit easier. All right. Well, I don't anticipate I need more of this, but you never know. I was going to hit it with 40, but I mean, that's just too aggressive. I think we'll just go 80. 80. Yep. And then that'll be good enough. Whatever it is, we'll prime it, and we'll see how it looks.
Yuck.
This has to be one of my best auction buys ever. Look at that. Clean spray gun. Well, not so much, but we'll get it. A couple more cycles, a little bit of brush work. I don't got to sit and do all of the little stuff, which is super nice. Do another cycle of that. Anyways, while that's cleaning, we got primer. That primer was a bugger. Holy, that thing did not want to mix. That pretty much shucked everything off that cabinet, but hey, we got her. So we got one thick coat of primer on everything here. Well, actually 2 coats. Seen me put 2 on. We got a few runs, which is fine. We're gonna sand it. It just at least has the smooth effect going on now. We're not going for perfection here. We just want this thing to work, that's all. Anyways, folks, I think that's as far as I'm gonna get today. Oh, I'm happy. We got some primer. The truck has some primer. We got that going on. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to actually get anything done with the back bumper. We'll get it next round. I gotta go pull, I'm probably gonna pull one set of bumpers out, and I just wanna cut the ends off it, and we're gonna reshape the back, because I think that is the look that we're going for here, or at least I think that's the best look for this thing. I think overall, front and back when the bumpers are on, it's gonna make sense. I'm gonna go pick up some of that stainless paint that I've talked about. I remember using it on Esther's Merc. She used to have a Merc, a long time ago. If I can remember, I'll shoot you a little picture of it. She did a lot of the work on that car herself too. That one was a 51 Mercury Monarch, and we put it on a Caprice chassis. So we sunk it over the floor pan of a Caprice. Anyways, yeah, we're getting there. Anyways, folks, a little short, but I want to thank you all for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.